Back here inside Coe's BMW in Loveland for the Ram Report as we shift gears a bit, start talking some Ram volleyball with head coach Tom Hilbert. Brian Roth back with you. Colorado State going 2-0 this past week with sweeps of both Nevada and San Diego State. Congratulations on the win, Tom. I'm not sure if you saw this week going as easy as it did, but boy, you guys played some very good volleyball.
Yeah, we played at a very high level, and you know, that Nevada sweep was something I expected because, you know, they hadn't been in our gym, and I knew they'd have a little bit of discomfort. We had a great week of practice, and we had a good game plan. They're kind of a one-dimensional team. San Diego State, however, has a lot of weapons, and you know, so it was a different approach to those two matches. Against Nevada, you have to stop basically two players, and we can do that against any team we play. Now you switch gears to San Diego State on Saturday afternoon. They got 5 good attackers, and you know, they did some good things to us offensively, but I'll tell you, we played as error-free a match as I think I've been involved with in many, many years. And we missed one serve, had 8 aces. We had 3 unforced hitting errors, and this is in all 3 sets. I mean, usually you do more than that in one set, and so they just could not hang with us when we made the match that difficult for them.
Yeah, I think in that San Diego State game you said something like, what, 9 hitting errors and 5 were blocked, so basically it was only 4 unforced errors the entire match.
That's correct. It's unheard of. I mean, I'm trying to think back to a match where we played that cleanly, and maybe there was one, but I can't remember it.
So what'd you do? Take that stat sheet from San Diego State and just pin it up on the old wall?
Just frame it. That's right.
Those are always fun. You know, the Nevada match, though, you guys are coming off obviously the disappointing loss to New Mexico. You have to feel good about the fact that your team responded with the aforementioned great week of practice, and then to come out and really dominate.
Yeah, we did. They responded well, and you know, I think that we've still given them enough challenges in practice to expose some of their weaknesses every day, so that they know, hey, we still have a lot to work on. We still have a lot to work on, and I do believe that's true. And I think, you know, our team knows how good we can play. They also know how poorly we can play, and we have to figure out how to get, you know, how to manage the floor is what we sometimes talk about. You know, if we're struggling, we got to manage how much damage it gives to us, and that's primarily going to be something that we have to do on the road.
We talked last week about that New Mexico match where you win the first 2 sets rather decisively, then you lose the final 3. What were you? Did you bring up the New Mexico match at the intermission of the Nevada match when you won the first 2?
I didn't, but my team brought it up both days. I mean, and they don't bring it up. They don't talk about New Mexico, but what they talk about is, hey, we want to have great third sets. You know what I mean? We want to come out of these breaks and have great third sets. That's a goal they set for themselves, and they talk about it in every break, and that's good. That's what we want them to do.
Yeah. Neither Nevada in the 3-set sweep nor San Diego State in the 3-set sweep ever reached the 20-point plateau. I mean, that is an incredible feat for your ball club.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, obviously, the stats were good for you. What else did you guys do well in those 2 matches to allow you to dominate?
Well, we're a good blocking team, and I'll tell you that plays a role every time we go out on the court. But we also now have become a great serving team at home. I mean, we're putting service pressure on teams that's allowing us to run points. We're hitting the right people, and we're hitting them tough. And then, you know, when we get what we call swing opportunities. So in a game of volleyball, when you serve at somebody, you got to convert that serve into an opportunity to attack it. And we're doing that a lot better now.
Yep, serve receive is always so important. Wyoming coming up on Friday. You guys are now sitting at 9-5, 2-1 in the conference. You're kind of back up at the top with New Mexico struggling last week. I know Wyoming sitting at 1-2, I believe. Always a tough match, though. They're
very tough. They bring so much emotion and so much competitiveness to every match against us. We know that it's going to be that way, and you know, they're over the hill, and they see us as the big giant on the other side of the mountain, and you know, they want to beat us every time they play us, and it's very evident. And they're a good squad this year. They return every player from last year. I know they're 1-2, but they had a very tight match against San Diego State and lost. and then they lost at New Mexico. So they've been beaten by good people in tough situations.
All right, Tom, best of luck. It's always good to go out and beat the Pokes.
Yep.
All right, that's head coach Tom Hilbert, and that's going to do it here for the Ram Report. For Tom, Jim McElwain, and Austin Shreve from the Construction Management Department, I'm Brian Roth saying so long. We'll see you next time here on the Ram Report.